Hey YouTube, I've been struggling along with my small corner clamps that I've had for many years, and they're really a bit small for any jobs that I'm trying to do now. So I initially bought some magnetic corner clamps. I thought, yeah, that'll fix the problem, forgetting that magnets and arcs don't work well together, so that was a bit of a failure. So this project, I'm going to make corner jigs so that I can clamp things together and get an exact 90-degree corner. These little corner clamps here that I've been trying to use, they're great for small material, but they really suck for trying to do something like this. So I could have gone and bought some more, but I gave it a bit of thought and I remembered something my old man used to do when he was making corners for drawers, wooden corners. So I think I can do it with metal. I've cut some scrap angle up. I'm going to weld it. I've got the big square here to make sure that we're precise. I'm going to put a tack on it and then weld it up, and then I'm going to weld a brace across diagonally so that it can't move, and then I'm going to use this to clamp these into the corner. I'll show you how it works after, just in case it's not clear. Cost me nothing and I think it'll do a good job. Let's get to welding. We'll tack here first. We'll hold it and maybe try another one down here. Even that little bit of tacking managed to pull it slightly. That's got him back into shape. I think I'll put another tack down the bottom and maybe one in the middle, make sure he's still in shape, and then weld the brace on before I do any more with this. Okay, well, got a couple of pretty reasonable tacks on there. Did it pull it anymore? Did too. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pulled it maybe more, about half a mil at the end, I guess. Just pull that in a bit. Not quite enough, but almost. Still a hair. That last little hair is just hard to get. Might have him. Yep, that's got him. Maybe even a shade much now. Alright, get the brace cut next. I might square him up. I can tack the brace in place to hold him. Alright, now I've cut a couple of braces, and what I've decided to do, I cut a bevel on them. I'm going to put them in there like that so that they're flush with the table, just in case I need to have something level. Now I could have not cut a mitre on them and just welded them across underneath. I just thought it'd be better, a bit more useful this way. So I'm going to go ahead and weld them. I've got a machinist square here so that we can see exactly how we're travelling. Now make sure I'm sitting up outside the radius, because that will affect it. And by Jove, on the machinist square, sitting outside the radius, that looks perfect. How does she look on this side? Yep, again, pretty near perfect. So I think what I need to do is to set this up, clamp it in position on this corner here, and then I can get in and weld in here. hopefully I'll be able to find myself a position that I'm relatively comfortable to work in. I just heard someone say on YouTube, I think it's last night, it might have been weld.com I think, and he said the ABC of welding is always be comfortable, and yeah, I can relate to that, because my welds are pretty rubbish unless I'm comfortable, which probably means I'm a hobbyist. Nevertheless, it's nice to know that a professional thinks the same way, although his welds are probably better than mine if he's not comfortable. Alright, well the machinist square says we're good. And I guess now, let's see if we can get this welded in without warping him too much. Okay, you don't have to be precise with the length. If it goes in a bit further, comes out, as long as you can get a weld on there, that's all you really need to worry about. Always be comfortable, eh? Now, I guess that's about as comfy as we get here. And because that flat that I had there is pretty thick, compared to the angle, it's probably twice as thick. At least 5 mils, maybe 6. I'm going to give it a bit more juice, I think. So well, 6 mils on that, I think I'm going to go up to around 130 and concentrate the heat down into the heavy metal and see if I can just melt the lighter stuff with the edge of the arc. I found that angle just a bit awkward. I put a bit more on this end where I didn't get any. Let's see how it looks then. Oh, it makes it look a bit better. While the clamps are still here, did it fall? Doesn't appear to have. Because the angle has this radius in here, we can't sit right down into the corner if we have something that's got a really sharp edge on it. So, came up with the idea of welding some pieces across here that just don't go down into the radius, and that will mean that we've got a nice edge there to get into. Okay, that'll work perfectly. There's no light gap through there. So I'll go ahead and they should only need to be tacked in place. They don't need any really heavy welding. So there, if we just tack him a couple of spots there and there. Even those little tacks have lifted that end slightly. I guess it's to be expected, but nevertheless. Let's hold him down here while I put a tack on that inside corner at a most awkward angle. That should do enough to hold it. I say it's really got no weight to hold. This other one up here. Same deal. I'll just clamp him. Alright. Tack him there. And just one last tack on there should do it. Tiny tacks, as I say, nothing of any substance to hold, so they'll should do fine. Might just go and pass the grinder over the top of them. Make sure nothing's standing proud. I don't think it is. Won't hurt to be safe. This is one of the reasons I like to draw things up in the 3D CAD. It gives me an opportunity to see what problems I might run into. I hadn't really anticipated the problem with the corner of the angle. Actually thinking about it, I think I can come up with a better way to make these. I shall try it on the next pair that I do. I'll just finish these, make sure they work all right, and then I'll go and do the next pair. Let's put it together and see what happens. Now, lining this one up, right there. That's him, perfectly aligned. Now see what we can do with this one, and then we'll see how square the whole job is. What are we there? 9:18. And there we are. Oh, sorry, it was 8:18 there. And we're, hey, come on, 8:19. Yeah. We're 6:49 now. And we're 6:50 there. Well, these corner jigs worked all right. They certainly did the job. The 1mm difference is explained by the difference in length. But they're overly complicated and honestly difficult to make. The welds tend to pull everything out of alignment. Now that I've done them, I can see that there's a much simpler way to do this. I'm going to make version 2 of the corner jig, and once I've built that and made sure that it works as expected, I'll post a video to that. Thank you for watching.